We all cast lots to decide who would stay among the sheep, and the lot fell to Tobiah. That left me and Rachel, Joshua, and Gershom, old grumbling Gershom, to find the baby in Bethlehem. Old Gershom's grumblings began before we reached the crest of the first hill. His ankles ached. We walked too fast. The wind made it hard for him to breathe. We will get to Bethlehem and not find the child. Or, we will get to Bethlehem and not see the child because of the crowds. On and on. But the village was strangely calm that night. Like Gershom, I expected to see the streets filled with people talking about and looking for the child. Was it possible that we were the only ones who had heard the angel's words and seen the shining glory? Had the rest of the world slept through the mighty angel chorus? And if so, why? Why had God delivered this miracle to a few shepherds in the fields? Why were we sent to greet the Savior, born this day in the city of David? That's it, Joshua cried. That must be it. Who better to send to the city of David than shepherds? When I was a little boy, my brothers and I would play David and Goliath. I was always David because, well, I was the youngest. One of my brothers would stand before me, laughing at me and hurling insults, laughing at my weakness. I would put an imaginary stone in my imaginary sling, whirl it overhead and drop him with one mighty blow, him staggering back and falling, my other brothers laughing and cheering, hoisting me on their shoulders. What a great thing, I thought, to be David, the shepherd boy who grew up to rule over Israel. David the king, the warrior, the poet. How often have I sat with my sheep and remembered David's words? We are God's people and the sheep of God's pastures. If, as the angel promised, this child was born to be the Christ, born to restore God's kingdom, the kingdom of Israel, then it was right and good for shepherds to greet him. At least that was the only way I could make sense of it all as we moved through the dark streets of Bethlehem.